Welcome to A1 Storyteller, where we bring you the most intense and thought-provoking stories that reveal the truth about power, prejudice, and justice. Today's story will leave you stunned as we uncover the shocking events that unfolded when a flight attendant humiliated the wrong black woman, unaware of the power she held. Stay tuned, because this is one flight no one will forget. Dr. Ava Sinclair adjusted her designer handbag as she stepped into the airport terminal. Dressed in a sleek navy blue business suit, she exuded confidence, her curly black hair pulled into an elegant bun. She had just wrapped up a high-profile medical conference in New York and was eager to get back home to Los Angeles. As one of the leading bariatric surgeons in the country, she was used to long flights and even longer work hours. What she wasn't used to, however, was being disrespected. As she reached the gate, she noticed the gate agent eyeing her suspiciously. She brushed it off, handed over her first-class ticket, and proceeded down the jet bridge. Inside the aircraft, the first-class cabin was spacious and luxurious, but the moment Ava stepped in, she felt eyes on her. A flight attendant, a slim blonde woman named Lisa Harding, stood at the front, her expression instantly turning sour as she spotted. "Ma'am, can I see your ticket?" Lisa asked, her voice tight. Ava raised a brow. "I already scanned it at the gate." Lisa's fake smile barely hid her irritation. "I just need to double-check. Sometimes passengers get confused about their seating." Ava handed it over. Lisa's eyes flicked across the first-class seat assignment, and something in her face twitched, like she didn't want to believe it. "Oh," Lisa said, her tone laced with disbelief. "Well, you're in 1A, right this way." Ava took her seat, shaking off the strange interaction. She had no idea what was coming next. As Ava settled in, she noticed a middle-aged white man in the seat next to her, shooting her quick glances. He looked like the type who thought first class belonged to him alone. Then he did something that set everything in motion. He pressed the call button. Lisa appeared almost instantly, her expression one of mock concern. "Is there a problem, sir?" The man cleared his throat, then gestured toward Ava. "Yeah, I don't mean to be rude, but I feel a little crowded." Ava's jaw clenched. Lisa's eyes flickered to Ava before she gave a sympathetic nod, but not to her. "I completely understand, sir," Lisa said sweetly. Then she turned to Ava, her smile gone. "Ma'am, it seems like your size is making another passenger uncomfortable." Ava's breath caught in her throat. "Excuse me?" Lisa leaned in slightly. "We might need to make alternative seating arrangements for you." Silence. Ava couldn't believe what she was hearing. She wasn't even plus size. But even if she had been, so what? "I paid for this seat," Ava said, her voice measured. "A first-class seat. I fit just fine." Lisa pursed her lips. "I understand, but this is about other passengers' comfort." Ava's hands curled into fists. "Are you removing me because of my size or because of my skin?" Lisa's cheeks flushed, but before she could respond, another attendant, a younger woman named Emily, stepped forward. "Lisa, I don't think—" Lisa shot her a glare. "I'll handle this," Lisa snapped. Then she made a decision that changed everything. "Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to deplane." A stunned hush fell over the first-class cabin. Ava inhaled deeply. She had spent years breaking barriers, enduring discrimination, and proving herself in a field dominated by people who doubted her. But this was blatant humiliation. Lisa's smirk was barely hidden as she continued. "Security will be here to escort you shortly." Ava took out her phone. "Are you recording me?" Lisa scoffed. "That's not allowed on private property." Ava laughed coldly. "Oh, sweetheart," she said smoothly. "I know my rights, and you're going to wish I didn't." Lisa blinked. "What?" Ava leaned in, her voice calm but dangerous. "Tell me something, Lisa. Do you read Forbes?" Lisa frowned. "What does that have to do with—" "Or maybe you keep up with Time magazine." A few of the nearby passengers started whispering. Lisa's smirk wavered. What are you talking about?" Ava pulled up a recent article on her phone and turned the screen toward Lisa. It was a feature from Forbes titled, "Meet Dr. Ava Sinclair, the surgeon revolutionizing modern medicine." Lisa's face drained of color. "You see," Ava continued, her voice laced with controlled fury, I'm not just some black woman you think you can throw off a plane. I am Dr. Ava Sinclair, a millionaire, a Harvard graduate, and the CEO of Sinclair Medical Innovation. Lisa staggered back. The murmurs in the first-class cabin exploded into full-blown shock. Even the man who had complained about her looked like he wanted to disappear. Then Ava dropped the final bombshell. "Oh, and did I mention?" Ava said, tilting her head. "I own shares in this airline." Lisa's legs nearly buckled. Before Lisa could scramble for an excuse, another voice cut through the air. "What the hell is going on here?" A senior airline executive, having been notified of the escalating situation, stormed onto the plane. Lisa turned white as a sheet. Ava crossed her arms. "Glad you could join us. Your flight attendant just tried to kick me off this plane for being too big." The executive's face darkened. Lisa opened her mouth to defend herself, but the executive raised a hand to silence her. "Dr. Sinclair, I deeply apologize," the executive said. "This is completely unacceptable." Ava wasn't done yet. "I hope you understand," she said, "that I will be speaking to your board of directors." Lisa let out a strangled sound, her career flashing before her eyes. The executive's lips thinned. "Lisa, you're done here. Get off this plane." Lisa gasped. "Wait, what? No, Now." Lisa was escorted off the plane in front of dozens of recording passengers. It was poetic justice. By the time Dr. Ava Sinclair landed in Los Angeles, she was exhausted, but her phone wouldn't stop buzzing. At first she assumed it was just friends and colleagues reaching out after her long trip. But when she unlocked her phone, her notifications were flooded with messages, mentions, and tags. Her Twitter feed had exploded. Her Instagram DMs were overflowing. And the video of what happened on the plane? It had already gone viral. The internet erupts. The clip of Lisa's downfall had been captured by multiple passengers, and it was spreading like wildfire. One video, posted by a young black woman in economy class, had already hit 10 million views on TikTok. The caption, "Flight attendant tries to humiliate black woman, instantly regrets it. Justice, Drava, Sinclair." Thousands of comments poured in. "OMG, she thought she could play games with the wrong one. This woman is literally a legend. I hope that flight attendant got what she deserved." First-class racism? Not on Dr. Ava's watch. Even celebrities and influencers chimed in. A popular civil rights activist tweeted, "This is why we record everything. Disrespecting black women has never been so costly. Accountability." A well-known news anchor shared the story, writing, "Dr. Ava Sinclair, one of the nation's top surgeons, was humiliated for no reason. Time for airlines to do better. We're watching." And just like that, Lisa's name was trending, but not in the way she wanted. The airline goes into crisis mode. Back at the airline's headquarters, the executive team was in full-blown panic mode. The CEO was flooded with emails. Their public relations team was scrambling to put out statements. And their stock price? It had already dropped 4% in early trading. This was bad. Really bad. By noon, the airline released an official statement. Statement from Skyward Airlines. "We deeply regret the unacceptable treatment of Dr. Ava Sinclair aboard our flight. We are conducting a full investigation, and the flight attendant in question has been terminated. We extend our sincerest apologies to Dr. Sinclair and reaffirm our commitment to providing a respectful and inclusive travel experience for all." But it was too late. The damage had already been done. Lisa's worst nightmare comes true. Meanwhile, Lisa Harding was in hiding. Her personal information had been leaked online. Her social media accounts were getting bombarded with hate comments. Even her LinkedIn profile was getting dragged. "Oh look, a former flight attendant who thought racism would fly. Guess not. Maybe try treating people like human beings next time? Oh wait, you won't get another job." And then the final blow came. She received an official email from the airline. Lisa's hands trembled as she read the email. Her career was over. She had gone from being a respected senior flight attendant to being the most hated woman on the internet. all in less than 24 hours. And the worst part? She knew she had done this to herself. Dr. Ava's final move, while Lisa was watching her life fall apart, Dr. Ava Sinclair was making moves of her own. She sat in her Los Angeles office, scrolling through the messages of support and gratitude. She had been disrespected, but she wasn't just going to let this be another viral moment that fizzled out. She wanted real change. So, she picked up her phone and called her lawyer. "I want a formal lawsuit filed against Skyward Airlines," she said firmly. Her lawyer, a sharp woman named Monica Bennett, didn't hesitate. "Let's hit them where it hurts." Within days, a lawsuit was filed for wrongful removal from a flight, public humiliation, discrimination based on race and body type, and the compensation she demanded, $10 million. The airline was forced to settle out of court, and Ava donated half of the money to organizations fighting discrimination in the airline industry. She wasn't just fighting for herself. She was fighting for every black woman who had ever been humiliated, underestimated, or dismissed. The lesson that can't be ignored: Lisa had thought she could get away with treating Ava like nothing. She had thought her authority as a flight attendant would protect her from consequences. But she had made one critical mistake. She had no idea who she was dealing with, and in the end, it cost her everything. This is why we never stay silent when we're mistreated. This is why we record everything. Because power isn't just about money or status. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to let anyone take it away from you. Lisa learned that lesson the hard way. And Dr. Ava Sinclair? She walked away stronger than ever. Thank you for watching A1 Storyteller, where we bring you stories that matter. If you want more powerful, jaw-dropping stories, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue revealing the truth. Stay tuned for the next one, because some people still need to learn their lesson.